This is Barefoot Beach. It should be a superfan only comment. A superfan comment only. I think it's the right way to say that. Live stream too. So if you're not in the superfan club, you can get our attention other ways, but you can't comment. Sorry. That'll eliminate some of these other people that, just come in here to try to irritate people. If you're in the superfan club, that's the last thing you're gonna want to do. So we won't have to worry about that in this live. It's probably good. It's probably how I should do it from now on. The bonus live stream at the end of the day when I'm already overheated and tired is not the live stream I want people coming in being jerks and I have a shorter fuse at that point in the day. Little bay scallop. Shocked they still haven't fixed the bathrooms here yet. They still haven't even paved the road that was washed out. They just dumped a bunch of rock over it and called it a day. A lot of sargassum over here. That's what you're seeing here. There's a snook running right through it right now too. You might actually be able to see him for once. It's not hiding in the sand. Right here in the sargassum. There was none of that at Lover's Key though. No sargassum down there. Yeah, it's beautiful down here. We'll be going down to Wiggins Pass. Ooh, that looks pretty nice. Look at that purple with white lip. The lip is gone. Well, there's a purple with white lip. Lip is a little damaged. We will take it. We shall take it. I think there's some storms brewing here too right now, so I don't know how long I can be out here. Sometimes down here closer to the pass I find micro sand dollars, so maybe we'll find one today. What's up, Twilight? Good to shell you, my friend. You too. AC Temp. A lot of rock over here. I don't know where all this stuff has come from. It did not used to be like this. There's rubble everywhere mixed in here. Rubble Sunskin is in the building today. Yeah, there was a bunch of live ones today on Lover's Key. Unfortunately, there was also a bunch of dead ones too up in the rack line, but God forbid we take a dead one, because it still has the spines on it. People might assume it was alive when we took it, so we just never take those. It's too bad too. There were some nice ones I could have taken this morning, but it just ain't worth it. Shelly, thank you so much. Shelly Black. Chance, thanks for the follow. So you're saying there's a chance. This is a bonus live stream for our Superfan Club. We already did, well, we did a sunrise live stream this morning. A subscriber only, Superfan only live stream. Then we did a regular live stream at Lover's Key State Park for about 3 hours. And then this one is a bonus live stream for our Superfan Club. But we're letting everybody else be in this one. You just can't chat. Sorry about that, but we didn't want you to miss this beach either. But there's a simple remedy. Just click up above there and join our Superfan Club, if you really want to chat. Piece of glass. Not a piece of sea glass, I don't think. No, you can see right through that one. This one needs to go back and marinate a little longer, but sadly it won't, so we take it home and toss it out. Save one of you peoples from getting flesh-eating bacteria after you step on that one, since you're all worried about that anyways. Did you know you're more likely to get flesh-eating bacteria if you stay out during a lightning storm? I think that's what we need to start telling people. Did you know you're 100,000 times more likely to get flesh-eating bacteria if you're on the beach when lightning is happening within 10 miles? Those brain-eating amoebas too, that's when they come out, so. And the Tootsie fly and the, whatever, the kissing virus that they're pushing. So funny. What do they call that one? What is it? Is it like the Natutsi fly or Tootsie fly or something? The kissing disease? People. Lulu, thank you for the follow. Sorry if you can't comment if you're not part of our super fan club, but we're glad that you're in here. There are other ways you can get my attention. That's one of them. Look at that turkey wing. That's pretty cool. Ah, we're glad to finally have you as part of our super fan club. I wasn't sure about you, Carly. She's unpredictable. Did you happen to see my breakfast this morning, Carly? Did you jump in that live stream at all? Oh my God. That was so good. I am so full though. I need a nap on my drive home. I wish I had a Cybertruck. I would totally tape my eyes open and go to sleep. Let that thing drive me home. Hey, you told me that I was. Hey, you told me that I was only just me and one other person that you were subbed to, because you were gonna have to cut these other people now that it was more money. I hope you did stay subscribed to them. I had Lobster Benedict. It was the best. I love Eggs Benedict. It was the best I have ever had. I normally like a traditional one, but I'll try, you know, I'll do salmon and crab cake and other ones too, but wow. It was so good. Thank you, Candy. Frankie, thank you for the follow. Well, I think it's pretty great that you support people on here like that. I think more of you should do it. But there's other ways you can help creators too. Commenting, which you can't do on this live, sorry. Sharing out the lives, watching the videos till the end, following them on their platforms. Those things can help too. It all adds up. Maybe one day I'll know what it's like to have my videos get pushed out. But when it comes down to it, I have to post the video more than I care about if the video goes viral. Wow, that snook just took off. He was right in here. He's right out there now. Look how pretty the water's getting. I'm the only one. Butterflies for me. Autumn Crystal Witch, thank you both for the follows. Deborah, thank you for the gift. Mystery Man, thanks for the share. Appreciate it. Oh, you know, Carly, we were never on TikTok. We kind of bought into the hype originally about TikTok. So we wouldn't even let our kids be on TikTok and everything. So that's one of the last platforms I joined after I started this channel. Thank you, Summer. But, and this is true still, so don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that start their own channel, that might live stream or whatever. They have mental health issues, okay? And they're looking to get something out of this to scratch whatever that itch is, you know, and they might not be very realistic. They might think that they're really important, you know, type of thing. So there's a lot of unhealthiness to it as well, so don't get me wrong. But I used to be like, these people aren't your damn family and your damn friends. You're nuts. They're like, it's such a great community. You guys, you mean so much to me. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, you're a nut job. You don't even know these people. That's literally what I thought. I also said I would never live in Florida. So I can admit when I'm wrong. But I'm shocked. I've made better connections here, and people on here will do more for me and show up for me when I need them to, and actually genuinely care about me more so than family and friends that I've had my whole entire life. So the people that were saying that stuff, they weren't making that up. They weren't nut jobs. They really have met some great people on here. But it's also sad, those people that are in your life that long and they can't even show up for you, you know. Those of you that are like, people that have started little side businesses because you're just trying to make ends meet. You know, you do candle parties or any of those things. None of those people support that. None of them show up and help you with any of that. But your TikTok family would. And here I am, yeah. I know, right? Oh, yeah. I mean, I've made great connections with people. I've made lifelong friends, and I have actually traded family members for people here. Like, I've traded a couple sisters and replaced them with people that I met here on TikTok. And they treat me way better. So it's pretty great. They actually just want what's best for me and support me and never want to bring me down, tell me I shouldn't do something. You know the deal. You know how that works. But it is true. Now, saying that, there still are a lot of people here that have mental health issues, and you know, like they're posting an update. Sorry, haven't been on in a while. I know you guys are probably wondering what's up, and they have 600 followers. So it's not always a healthy thing either. Wow, there's like nothing good down here today. There's more rocks than anything. I mean, there's shells, don't get me wrong. Just not shells I want to pick up. Should have went back to Lover's Key. That higher tide was probably washing some more lion spas up on the beach. If you're getting my money, get to know me better. Yeah, exactly. You know, sometimes with me, like I don't know as much about people because I don't ask. And the reason I don't ask is because I figure if somebody wants me to know something about them, they're going to tell me. So I don't pressure people. Like I even have moderators right now that I don't even know their first name. Never told me their first name. Maybe they don't want to. I don't know. I don't push it. So it's kind of on you guys to fill me in. You know, my job is to tell you about my life and, you know, all sorts of things about me. I know nothing about you, and it's not because I don't want to know, but I also try to be respectful of what I'm asking people. All right, there might be a couple things in this rack, part of the rack line when we walk back. I think she probably found it at Lover's Key. I think that's probably where everything's come from. Doesn't mean they couldn't make it over here because of that beach restoration, but I think it's probably over there. I don't think she posted it because she doesn't want people to know exactly where she is. But that would be my guess. Look at these snook. Trick or treat. Thank you, Steph. You are funny. You are funny. But you're like me, where you definitely are very good at the sarcasm to the point where people sometimes probably don't think you're joking, you know? So you're too good at it. And I know what that's like. Oh, dolphin. Somebody being protective of me asked me about you the other day, and I'm like, oh, no. Carly screwing around with me. Carly's just like me. She's a smart ass. She means nothing, but she's a good. There's two dolphins. Yeah. That's a baby dolphin with its mama right there. Yeah, and that's also a problem with me is I don't even have time to take care of answering my own comments. So unless you make my FYP, I rarely see stuff. I really even see anything about people. Oh, there he is. Little baby. He's so cute. They're so happy that all the snook and redfish are hanging along the beach. Oh, they're coming back. Oh, maybe they're going to come back and say hi to me. Let's all put it out there. Come back to Bob. Come on, baby. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back. Oh, yeah, here they come. Baby dolphin back ribs. Baby doll. Oh, there's another. Oh, they're still over there. Oh, he left the kid behind, said I'm out of here. Barbecue sauce, and I did not say barbecue. I said barbecue. That's right, barbecue sauce. If you've never had barbecue sauce, join our super fan club. I'll tell you all about it. It's way better than barbecue, I can tell you that. We need our stickers back, stickers back, stickers back. We need our stickers back. No, I already let them know. But, you know, that's the thing about the Bob Squad. Like I said, there's a lot of people that are actually genuinely looking out for me and concerned about me and wanting to help me, and that is it. They don't want anything from me, you know, and that's nice. And that is it. They don't want anything from me, you know, and that's nice. It's just like when that secretive cat group was started. I immediately got reached out by one person. Cat group was started. I immediately got reached out by one person. One that I really know them. But no. So it is nice. It's kind of like Joe's stone crab sauce. You're back? Well, good to have you back in here. If you can't... You're back? Well, good to have you back in here. If you can't... that, I don't know if it gives you guys the ability to pin my wish list stuff, but you can click up top there, or you can click right through this link. My wish list stuff, but you can click up top there, or you can click right through this link. But that's why they separated it out, because some of the people really do have my back. Even people I've had a problem with in the past and stuff. Even moderators that are long gone and have my back. Even people I've had a problem with in the past and stuff. Even moderators that are long gone and stuff. Like to have a negative mindset, and then the sky is falling and everything's terrible and my life is miserable and it's always going to be miserable and I'm never going to find somebody to live with, and I'm going to the rest of my life. So, but even that, I still appreciated the help. Yeah, you live in an energy state. Yeah, well, I mean, we're made up of energy. Appreciated the help. Yeah, you live in an energy state. Yeah, well, I mean, we're made up of energy, so. As you well know. So this is a subscriber-only comment live stream, but they're not kicked out of this one. I thought I'd be nice and let them all still enjoy this place. We don't come here very often. They're not kicked out of this one. I thought I'd be nice and let them all still enjoy this place. We don't come here very often. I've already walked forever and got up early and didn't get much sleep. I start to get cranky. I get overheated, I get tired, and then I fire back at those people. And most of the time, the only reason I fire back at those people is... And most of the time, the only reason I fire back at those people is just to let that doesn't here and they leave and we never hear from them again. That's the real reason. We don't get bullied here. We push back on the bullies. And growing up, I always pushed back on the bullies. I'm not a fan. Wanna know a funny story, Carly? About a bully who never bullied anyone again? Okay. Uh-oh. If it be glitching, don't be bitching. Rule number 1 in Bob Club. Bob Squad. Yeah. So anyways, quick story. I broke my collarbone for the first time in elementary school. And there was this bully in elementary school. And there was this bully. It was a new elementary school I had just started going to. You know those stupid little spring animals you could bounce on? The metal spring ones. You could rock back and forth. And broke my collarbone. Anyway, the bully that time after I came back to school, it was my arm in a sling to bully me even more because, you know, they target weak people. And he slammed me into a wall with my shoulder that was broken into that wall. He hit me from the left and it was my right shoulder that slammed into the wall. We were going out to the playground. And I pushed him through the little side glass window next to the door. And I didn't even get in trouble from the teacher because the teacher saw the whole thing. And literally never bullied anybody again. Like, we actually got along. But that was when I learned real little that, because he had bullied me several times prior to that. I didn't have any friends at the school. I didn't know anybody. But when that happened, I learned that you never can let somebody bully you because it'll never stop. Even if you get beat up or something, you have to stand up to that. So it was a great life lesson. It was just like in high school. This one girl that had dated, after we stopped dating, she just couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle seeing me even dancing with somebody at the school dance, you know, just like some random girl dancing with me. She came up to me and slapped me across the face. Started this whole thing, and all the people that witnessed it were just like, man, she's crazy. I wanted to kill her. She embarrassed me in front of everybody. She freaking cold cocked me with a slap, though. she must have been pissed. Anyways, of course she goes and starts making up stories about me. And the toughest guy in the whole entire school, chivalry, he had chivalry on his side. He believed everything she was saying. Somehow it turned into I hit her. And so he wanted to fight me over it. I was like, look, dude, this chick is crazy, man. I wasn't going to back down from him either, but I'll be perfectly honest with you. I mean, I watched him. He was a wrestler. He used to like to pick people up and slam them on their head on the cement. And that's what was going to happen to me. But I couldn't back down because I had learned that lesson that you don't back down. Long story short, he decided that he didn't want to do it, and I actually think he respected me because I didn't back down from him. And actually, we're still friends to this day. Anyways, it's story time. Yeah, kids can be really mean. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy, sir. But at this point in my life, I do everything I can to avoid conflict. I want nothing to do with any of that. The only time I would do something if somebody was hurting a kid or a woman and I was witnessing it. But other than that, I try to stay out of stuff. when I was a hockey player, I was the guy that wanted to start everything. I created a lot of drama on purpose. I was very good at it. It does find me. I mean, when you walk around like this with a microphone and a gimbal and stuff, you're asking for trouble from some of those people. They just can't resist. They really can't resist. Like even that guy that I'm not a huge fan of that does some fishing, we'll just say, you know, even if you don't like what he does, you don't have any right to go up and try to fight him over it. I did learn from the best. In hockey, I'm good at irritating people and making them want to kill me so they take penalties and fight me. I was a team player. I was all about helping my team. I did not care. Wow, it's beautiful down here. So this is Wiggins Pass. Up here on the other side of the pass is Wiggins Pass State Park. Delnor Wiggins State Park. It's also where, if you go back in my feed and you see that Karen incident where I happened to walk up on the 2 loggerhead sea turtles being released. That was right over there on that beach on the other side. Right, exactly. Well, that's one thing I don't understand. Like when you're scrolling through here and you come into a live and you don't like it or whatever, why don't you just go somewhere else? Like why do you have to take the time to tell the person you don't like them? Or you don't like what they're doing, or this is boring, all of those things. It's because you really just want to irritate people. That's the real reason. And it's because you're not happy in your own life, so you try to take it out on other people. But you just need to deal with your own stuff. Stop deflecting it onto others. Misery loves company, and if they have to create misery to get their company, they will. Man, it is gorgeous down here. Are you kidding me? I actually stink right now, Carly. Spring Street, thank you so much. Sorry, I missed that. Kristen and your digital matrix, good to see you. This is a superfan only comment, or superfan comment only. I'll figure out how to say that. Live stream. If you're not in the Superfan Club and you want to get in, click that star up top and join us. If not, make sure you hit that follow button. Most of our live streams are for everybody. But we also didn't want you to miss out on this, which is why it's not a sub-only live. So hopefully you appreciate that. Freya, good to see you. Hey, Leah. Marielle, thank you for the follow. Yeah, thank you, Rosalind. And there's other ways you can get my attention in here. Just simply clicking the follow or sharing out our live will let me know that you're in here and you're helping us. It's part of a true tulip, broken true tulip. Vase scallop. Do we even have a signal anymore down here? Or is it gone? What up, Freya? Free your mind and the rest will follow. Chicka-choom-choom. We still are? It's showing 2 bars of LTE right now. So we could have some issues. Tap through the lag. Don't nag through the lag. If you want to see our live guidelines, go check them out on our website so you know how to play nice in here. If it be glitching, don't be bitching. You know what I'm saying? Because I have no control over the wind, weather, TikTok, or internet signals. 0. I don't make the rules, I just break the rules. This is nice down here. Oh, and the water's nice and cool too. This is great. Oh man, this is so nice. This is Delnor Wiggins Pass, or Wiggins Pass. That's Delnor Wiggins State Park right over there. So a lot of people bring their boats right here. Our friends that took us down one day from Fort Myers, we actually came right around this little cove right here and parked the boat right there, hung out. Yeah, it's great over here. But tide is coming in, even when it's going out. These passes are extremely dangerous here in Florida. The more narrow, the more dangerous too, typically. But the currents can get up to 70 miles an hour when the tides change and stuff. So you got to be very careful what you're doing out here too. Look at all these fish. So many of them. You can see where it gets deeper over here. All right, we're not going to go much farther than this. Thank you, Marianne, for the pumpkin. So are the leaves falling for a lot of you, or what? Katie, thank you for the follow. Let us know where you're tuning in from today and what your low temperature is going to be today. What's the low going to be and where are you located? They are. Hey, Lisa. And remember, guys, you can only subscribe to the Super Fan Club during these live streams. The other subscriptions are for my videos. We still have the basic, standard, and deluxe. But that's for video subscriptions. For the sub-only videos, essentially. What that's for. Thank you, Karen. They say Sharon is Karen, but I don't think that's true. I think Karen is Karen, Sharon is Sharon. What do I know? I'm just some guy that walks the beach and needs to get a job, apparently. It's been a long time since I had somebody tell me to get a job. That was actually kind of refreshing. Like, I feel like I made it. We must have got pushed out to enough new people on that live that I got that comment for the first time in forever. We won't have any of those comments this time, unless Carly wants to post one just to be sarcastic. Low is 49. It's currently 65. They moved the College Football Hall of Fame out of there. Or wait, is that the college football? That's the NFL. That's the NFL. Never mind. I think they moved it out of South Bend and moved it to Atlanta for the college. Temps in the 30s, sitting on a deck. You got your pergola? Is it all done now? Everything done? 48 this morning in the Bend. 66 now, high of 71. What's the low? Yeah, nice. Well, that's good. And you've had some nicer weather than normal. So at least you got to enjoy it a little bit before next spring. Yes, that's right. I put it together as I was talking. I've seen the speeches from there. That's where I was getting Canton mixed up. But I think they did move it out of South Bend and moved it to like Atlanta, the College Football Hall of Fame. I never got a chance to see it when it was in South Bend. And I never understood why it moved either. Like, why move it? It's the Mecca. Do you not remember the Four Horsemen? I mean, come on. Nothing more iconic than that. Nice. I was quite the green thumb in Michigan. I used to take care of all the Little League fields and stuff, too. My favorite thing is to cut an infield and, you know, make special pattern out of it. But second favorite is to line the fields. I loved lining the fields. So great. Man, I like a straight line. I think there might be some red tide out here or something. Something in the water. Burning me a little bit. There might be some red tide out here or something. Something in the water. Burning me a little bit. That's red tide. Another bay scallop. Yeah, I think we should have went back to Lover's Key and tried to grab a couple more things while we were here. Somebody else is going to have to go there for me. Alyssa actually is there. Maybe she can grab a couple things today. Actually. The easiest way to say it is it's a toxic algae bloom. It can cause like what's similar to like a chemical burn too. But mainly it's a cause of respiratory issues for people that have asthma or are more susceptible to like smoke. You know, people burning leaves, stuff like that. If you have respiratory issues like that, it can really cause some issues for you. Another piece of coral. It's actually got some growth still on it. And it actually it kills the marine life. Not just the fish, it'll kill the manatees too, the dolphins, the manatee. Winds up happening either when they release Lake Okeechobee into the Caloosahatchee and it spills all that fertilizer that the cane farmers use out here into the Gulf and makes that algae bloom. The red tide's always present offshore, but it just makes it bloom like crazy. And then like hurricanes and things. All the runoff from people's fertilizers in their yards. And when hurricanes come in, they'll come, you know, the water comes in far into the land. So sometimes it breaches septic systems and things like that. But also what people don't really think about is all the wildlife poop that then winds up in the water. So it's a few factors that fuel it. Now you know. Sanibel documentary. Yeah. Meg knows them. They finally got it out now. They had it. They were showing it at the Fort Myers Film Fest, and then they had it in some theaters for a little bit, I think. Barbara B. Man. Oh, no, not Barbara B. Man, the other one. She they had it at. You heard Okeechobee and sugarcane farm. That's all you need to hear. So the way I look at it is when you guys can't hear something I said, God didn't want you to hear it. That's the way I look at. Or God didn't want me to say it, and so He mutes me. It's kept me out of trouble before with that tactic. They have a lot of gopher tortoise here. Sometimes when you're out here on the beach, you'll see them come down and start eating. Come on, guys, stop walking down here. I'm trying to go around you. God's sakes. Stay in your place, bird. It's getting hot. It's getting hot as shell out here right now. Oh, nice turkey wing. Some very vibrant turkey wings down here. Cool patterns today. Whew. Yeah, exactly. It's one and the same. Not shell. Keep an eye out for those dolphins. They're still out here. Welcome in to anybody that's new. If you're new in here, hit the follow button. Most of our live streams are not subscriber only lives or subscriber only chat lives. This one happens to be a subscriber only chat live stream, which is why you can't chat. But you can click up top there and join our super fan club if you want to. But at least hit the follow. Join us on a different walk. That would be great. We think that would be great. Thank you, Carol Hops, CC Fizz for the autumn love. Dana 777, thank you for the follow. I didn't even look. I didn't even check on the stats earlier how many people followed versus how many gifters there were. I forgot. Right now, it's probably pretty close, yeah. 16 gifters, 12 new followers. It's only 16 to 12, you gifters. That's also why I don't make these trips up here a lot of the times. I come all the way up here, I do worse than I do when I just walk out my back door. Which is exactly why we need more fan club members to fuel some of these more interesting adventures further away. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to get a real job. Like that one guy said. All right, you birds, you're doing this to irritate me now. So I'm done being nice and done avoiding you if you're going to keep flying in front of me. It's on you guys now. It's a trap. It's a trap. He just wants me to be miserable too, doesn't he? That's what it really is. Oh my God. Hell yes. Are you freaking kidding me? Bucket list shell right here. Holy crap. Oh my God. That's three. At least 3 shells I've never found today. That is a Caribbean vase. Wow, and that just wasn't here when we walked by. That just rolled up. Holy crap. My God. That is so awesome. So cool. Yeah, they got a lot of weight to them. All right. Walk back here real quick. I wasn't looking down here because we had just walked through here. I didn't think there'd be anything. Isn't that amazing that we just walked through here? That was not here. So it's coming from somewhere further out. And just that fast rolled up on the beach. It's so wild. Oh yeah. Anytime I find a first, I always keep my first shell of something. Even if I find another one, like I don't replace it. The first always stays with me. I can remember where I found each of them, which for me, that's pretty cool. I go look at them. It takes me right back to that walk where I found it. And I'm starting to think that that one awesome walk where I found it. And I'm starting to think that that one awesome, I'm really thinking it, like the more I think about it. I mean, I guess it's possible. Maybe one day I'll find a Junonia buried out in the water or something and it'll look incredible. But that one I found in the seaweed that one day, in the sargassum that was wrapped up in it with the yellow tip, I think that, I honestly think one of the shell tours or some of the shell tours plant shells for their people, and sometimes maybe they don't get found because I just don't understand how it can look that good. You know, I get it when they come off a shrimp boat because they're literally pulling them up off the bottom way out in the deep water. But I don't know. I feel like that one was a plant. Somebody planted it, and I happened to find it, and that's why it was wrapped up in the seaweed. So, oh yeah, that's the shell of the day. It's not even close. And that fulgurator olive was so awesome. Like, I was so pumped about that. I still am pumped about it. But even this a little bit broken Caribbean vase, definitely the best find of the day. Most rare find. That is a special shell. That's from the Caribbean, of all places. Hence the name. That made it worth coming here for sure. I know. The birds, I was mad at the birds, and they were actually like, dude, we were helping you. Why do you think we flew away? Like, go down there. It's right there. Another nice piece of coral. Lots of coral out here today. That was so awesome. I'm so pumped. Anybody else notice how it's getting darker? These white poofy clouds pretty soon won't be white poofy clouds. This piece of a horse conch. All right. And a fossilized pear whelk. Fossilized pear walk. Look at that. That's freaking cool too. That's awesome. Another good one. In the bucket. Did pick up a horse conch back there too, but I'm just still thinking about the Caribbean vase, so sorry if I didn't mention it. Yeah, today's been a shell of a day. Shell of a day. And it's probably gonna rain like crazy tomorrow and maybe Friday. So that's why I wanted to get out and do a couple extra streams today too. So who knows if we'll be able to go live or not tomorrow. I'm not allowed to go to key wading though tomorrow, so I have to stay off of key wading. It's not a stupid question, but I don't have a good answer for you. I have a stupid answer. It's really... It's not just the gray and black of it, too. It's also the weight. The fossilized shell is a little bit heavier, too. I'm sure there's better definitions out there than I can give. You know, I am a professional sheller, but I am still pretty new to this. I moved to Florida, priority one, learn about everything that can kill me. So I learned all about all those things. Now we're learning about this stuff. Yes, epic finds. You're welcome, Rosalind. I wish I could tell you more, but I also don't pretend to know things when I don't know things. Like some people. How many whys have we found today? Why are you here? Why join Superfan Club? Why do we need your support? Why? Why should you hit the follow button? Why do you want to be in our fan club? Why does Bob find all the good shells and I can't find them? These are all questions that you might be having today. And the ocean just wants to remind you of that. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done, guys. Why do I ask? Hey, why ask why? That's what I say. Why ask why? Ooh, oh, not sea glass, never mind. Thought we had some sea glass on our hands there for a second. How did I just walk here? Everybody's been all shelling. All those people were all shelling over here. And I just happened to grab that one. Sometimes they say shells find you. I definitely think that one found us, guys. I think that's the whole reason why we came to this place. I honestly, when I was at lunch, I was really strongly considering going back to Lover's Key. Because I know there's more shells there. I know there's more flats. And I know there's lion's paws and maybe a cabrit's. But dang. So grateful that I trusted my gut. And Jules was the first vote for Barefoot, so thanks for confirming, Jules. That's the old Notre Dame connection right there. Had my name on it? Yeah. Shell stink is what we really call it down here, Jules. If you shelled enough, you would know. It's called shell stink. Your shell stinks. Again, this is a super fan only chat today on this live stream, but the rest of you can stay in here. If we do a sub only live, it kicks you out after 5 minutes. We didn't want you to get kicked out. But if you want to comment, join our super fan club. If not, hit the follow so you can join our regular live streams that we do all the time. That you can comment in. This is just a bonus. I gotta give the super fan club some extras. Just like if you subscribe on my videos, I'm gonna start posting some sub-only videos. Don't worry, those of you that have been in this Bob Squad for a long time, they're gonna be things that you already probably know. But there are a lot of new people that want to learn about how to clean their shells and stuff like that, so probably do some videos on that. Not everybody goes back and watches all my 3,000 different videos that are in the feed. I don't know why. You can learn a lot about me. I've had some people go, you know what? I did a deep dive and I watched a bunch of stuff on my TV on your channel. I had no idea. I didn't know that's why you started the channel. It's amazing. Amazing what people don't know. I just assume you all know everything because I'm an open book and it's all out there all over the internet. But a lot of you don't know. And what you don't know won't kill you. So that's good. But I got a Caribbean vase in my pocket. And that's all I know. Now the question is, did it come from Lover's Key or not? Not finding any other Lover's Key shells over here, so I don't know. Yeah. Lisa, you've watched a ton of stuff. And you've probably learned quite a bit by that too. You're like, oh. So I have our very first member of the Bob Squad, Mary Sherry, in New Zealand. And she used to be able to get on some of the lives when I was live super early or super late because of the time change. But she would go back and watch everything on the other apps. And so a lot of times now when I post the replays on some of these too, I'm posting them, so hopefully she gets a chance to see them. I wonder if this guy found a Caribbean vase out here snorkeling today. I should ask him. Hey, did you get a Caribbean vase? I just found one just rolled right up in front of me. I won't do that, that's mean. But I want to. And now if he asks me, hey, heck yeah, I did. Oh, snap. Oh, so good. Look at the hat flat. What a shell of a day this has been. This is actually one of the better shell days I've had in a while. Normally it's hurricanes that do this. That is an awesome zigzag flat scallop. Woohoo! What is that, like 4 or 5 flats today? Like good flats? Sellable flats? Shell, yeah, beaches. Let's shell. There's a nutmeg. This one's for you, Meg. Here's your nut. Come get your nut, Meg. At Ocean Soul. You know you guys can get 20% off your first order with them if you just tell them I sent you. Or you call them on the phone, go in person, do that. Or if you, there's a link in the bio that's got links to all the different people that give you discounts and stuff. I don't get anything for it, so I'm not promoting anybody really. But I like it when they give discounts to you guys because it helps you out. Here's a fossil. That's a fossil right there. Actually saw several when we first got here. When we first walked down to the beach, there were several of them sitting right there, but there's a bunch of people. I didn't want to just start picking up what looked like rocks to these people. What the hell is this guy doing? Picking up all these rocks. I rock out with my rocks out. Renee, thank you so much. Joey Clue, thank you for the heart me. Joey Clue. I don't remember you, Joey Clue. You got a Bob Squad badge, though. What? I don't normally forget people. How do I not know you? Did you just join the Super Fan Club or something? We got a new person in here? Thank you. He did? No, I think he joined the Super Fan Club too. He's got a badge. Well, welcome in, Canada. I'm a hockey player who played in Saskatchewan and Alberta. Well, juniors anyways. Played in Ontario growing up too. Welcome to the club. Look, birds, I already told you, you were all back there. I walked around you. You didn't need to fly down here and then post up right in front of me again. I'm always pretty good about that, but I'm not going to continue to walk around you if you're just going to fly in front of me anyways. Get behind me, guys. Move behind me. Let's go. Get behind me. Beat it. I am a critter courier for the wildlife hospital too. I'm not really a jerk, so don't worry. Those of you that can't comment. I've saved some of these damn birds that are sitting here right now probably. They're punking me. I definitely think I saw Tuesday the other day. I do think I saw her. Yeah, I did pretty good last night on those games. Pretty awesome, actually. And that park ranger's really getting it.
Oops, sorry.
You're right. Another why. This is the theme of the day. You guys need to ask yourself some questions, okay? Someone took a sand dollar. Someone took a sea star. And the one thing, if you do come to this particular beach, I mean, I don't know how many of them didn't make it after the hurricane, because gopher tortoises can't swim. It's just also why you don't take baby sea turtles and put them in the water. One of the many reasons. You don't pick up a baby sea turtle, put him in the water, because he needs to imprint the beach in order to return and lay their own nest, lay their own eggs. But a lot of times tourists think they're helping, and this is when I say best intentions aren't always the right intentions. They think they're helping. Oh, I'm gonna help this little guy and put him in the water, and it's a burrowing, or it's a gopher tortoise, a burrowing tortoise. They do burrow. It's a gopher tortoise, and they drowned. And then people's whole vacation is ruined because they just murdered a turtle right in front of them. So when you're on our beaches, one, don't touch the turtles. They're federally protected. Don't touch them. If they need help or something, then call FWC, and they'll have somebody here pretty quick. But when you come to this particular beach and you park, there typically are a lot of gopher tortoises, especially by the parking lot and stuff. And they tend to hang out under your car to get into the shade for a little bit. So you're encouraged to always look under your vehicle before you leave. So, just so you know, thought I'd let you know that. Okay. All I have to say, Carly, is why. Frequent flyer, thank you for the follow, and thank you for being in here frequently enough to hit that follow, even if this is your first time. We've had a lot of firsts today. I've actually found several shells on my bucket list, and as a professional sheller who lives in Southwest Florida, that's pretty crazy to get this many in one day. What if I drag it nicely across the beach for the imprint place that's sort of in the water? Why? Oh, hey. Oh, no. Not a flat. Never mind. Sorry. I thought that was another flat. I'm just getting so spoiled with the flats today. Gorgeous. And for those of you that haven't seen the videos in so long since I haven't lived up here, I have lots of videos driving through this neighborhood, walking through this neighborhood, walking along this beach. You can go back and watch them. It's easier if you go to, like, you know, the 4K apps. Just check the link in the bio, find my 4K apps. It's easier to search and find them. But you can go watch them. It's pretty cool. But I did take a video coming through today of the neighborhood, so I will post that at some point. For those of you that never have seen it before, it's the nicest neighborhood anywhere down here, in my opinion. I mean, maybe a few of them are nicer that I'm not allowed to go through, but these people are nice enough to let us all drive through their neighborhood to go to the beach. And you'll understand when you see the video. Because I want to help. Why? I do too. I should just go back to Lover's Key and get another one. Car Star. Good times. Snowy egret. See, they're landing in front of her on purpose. They're just trying to be jerks today. Good thing they can't comment in our chat today, because they're not a super fan. Well, it's going to have to come pretty quick here, Car Star, because we're almost out of here. The Bobster and his lobster are talking to him, saying, "You need a nap, son." But let's take this in for a second. Again, if you're not in our super fan club, that's why you can't chat right now, but most of our live streams are for everybody. So just hit the follow button, join us on another live. There's a lot of ways you can get my attention too, like Lydia Victorious just did, and Deanna Andama. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the Bob Squad. If you want to make it official, join the Super Fan Club. It's right up top there. I don't think I've pinned anything in forever. Let's pin the fan club. We only need 10 more of the pumpkins, the trick-or-treats. That's the only other goal of the day. Help me finish my last goal of the day. How you doing, Sal? Sal, the snowy egret, and his green legs. Why is your legs green, Sal? Normally your guys' legs are yellow, but yours are green. What have you been eating? You been eating a lot of algae? Why are you eating all the algae? I would stop doing that. Your legs are funny looking. They're green. You look a little jaundice, sir. No? Okay, bye. See you later. I'm trying to help. Bird brain. What kind of egrets are your favorites? I love I do love the snowy egrets. My favorite though is like from a friendship standpoint, I'll just say, is the little blue heron. Me and the little blue herons just we get along, we vibe. They're my buddies. Snowy egrets are pretty close. They're not skittish, so great egrets are though. Great egrets don't let you get up too close to them. Neither do the great blue heron, which is surprising. These are bigger birds. You think they wouldn't be as skittish, but they are. But do you have a favorite type of egret out there? Thank you, Carol, for the pumpkin. No? I love all wildlife and stuff, but I definitely have my favorites. Look how pretty it is out here. Blue herons. You like the great blue or the little blue? Sucks because all these little rocks look like sea beans. I keep checking all these rocks today with my feet. Sea bean rocks. Little blue greater. Yeah. I had one in our old neighborhood that was friends with me, and he used to follow me around. And we'd be down at the pond with the fountain, and we'd be walking around, and he'd come see us over there, and then I'd be at the pool, and he'd show up at the pool and sit by me. It was cool. He was my little buddy. I actually, when we moved, that was the one thing I felt bad about, was that I wasn't going to see him anymore. And I even thought about having my wife drop me off at the front of the neighborhood so I could walk around the pond and do a live stream again and see if he showed up. But unfortunately, too many people follow me, and then there's people in the neighborhood that be like, hey, you don't live here anymore. You can't be out around the pond in the front. There's always somebody that wants to wreck it for you. All right, we're just gonna walk just a little bit further and see if there's anything over here before we head out of here. Well, I mean, the most important thing is we gotta live to shell another day. If this was our last day because we went 20 more minutes, think about all those walks you guys would miss. Thank you, Christina, for the follow. Welcome to the Bob Squad. You guys want to join our super fan club and chat in here right now? You can hit that right up top there, right in the wish list area. Or just click that. Found lots of flats today, that's for sure. That first one I found this morning is so cool. It's very unique. Definitely an East Coast flat. Definitely not a shell that you find over here. Not like the other flats that we get. Thank you, Jules. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna head out of here. Yeah, the body's talking to me now, saying, "You got to go, sir." But I hope you enjoyed the subscriber-only comment live stream. You guys in the super fan club here. I should stop saying subscriber only. Super fan only. Chat today. But this is a thank you to all of you that continue to support me on a monthly basis, and I'm going to continue to bring you special live streams because of it. Just like this morning, we had that super fan only live stream for the sunrise over at New Pass, one of my favorite places to watch the sunrise. I haven't been there in forever, so that was kind of nice. It's so hot out. It is so hot right now. It's cooking over here. We're supposed to get rain. It would have been nice to get a little rain. Thanks, Candy. I actually found that if you just put a couple of little pieces of Celtic sea salt in your water, it works better than most things. It's much more affordable too. Whew. All right, guys. This is the end of the line because we're gonna lose you as soon as we walk back in here to go to the car. Thank you again, everybody. We didn't make the top 20% today, but we tried. I hope you enjoyed the bonus live. We're 6,800 away from the top 20. We gave it a shot. I don't know if we'll be live tomorrow or not, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care. God bless. We had 4,500 in this live, 18 new followers, 21. We had 4,500 in this live, 18 new followers, 21 gifters. Thanks everybody. We made $4.11. God bless. Paradise out. That's a prison wage, just so you know.